You could have a rare 1972 penny that is worth a lot of money. So welcome back to Couch Collectibles. Hope you all are having an awesome day. In today's video, we're looking at the 1972 penny. What you should be looking for on your pennies that can make these coins valuable. So let's just hop right into it and start off with this first penny here. Alright, so we're just gonna bust the myth real quick for anyone who hasn't seen my video about the Kennedy stamp next to Lincoln there. Those coins are not error coins, they are not valuable. This is a 1972 here. It's got that Kennedy head there. Now they sold these as novelty coins, so it was stamped after the coin was already produced, so that's not a mint error or anything. Now, next up is going to be a 1972 penny. Now, this also sold with a 1999 penny. Now, what's cool about this coin is that it is a mint error. So it's got a broad strike taking place. We see that there on the outside, the rim of the coin. Now, here on the reverse, we see that as well. Now, here's the 1999 penny, struck 10% off center. These two coins together sold for over $60. So nothing really super valuable there, but let's move on to some really expensive 1972 pennies. Alright, so first up, what you want to look for on your 1972s. Now this is going to be for the D mint mark. Alright, so you see that D mint mark there. Now if we look at the date here, you can really see that doubling there on the 7 and the 2. So always be on the lookout for that with your USB coin microscopes. We're going to look at some different versions of this here in just a second. So I have those coin microscopes available on couchcollectibles.com. Again, we see that here on the lettering as well on the phrase "In God We Trust." So always be on the lookout for that as well, that doubling there. That is going to make your coin really valuable in some cases. Now here is a 1972. This coin is graded at a red-brown, so it's not a red penny, it's not a brown, it's a red-brown. It's graded at a Mint State 63 by Annex, and this coin here sold for over $115. Now it does have that doubling that we just looked at as well, so keep that in mind. So here is a 1972D. Now this is graded at a Mint State 67 red. It doesn't have any types of errors or anything like that, but this coin did sell for over $2,800. And that's because of that high grade. So the coin grading scale goes up to 70. This is at a Mint State 67. That's where the value is going to be. And of course, it's got that red grade. So if you're not familiar with red versus red-brown versus brown pennies, definitely check out my video that I've done on that here on the channel. Now, you compare that to a 1972 D mint mark here that has a Mint State 63 red grade, but this coin only sold for around $10. So a big difference depending on how high the grade actually is. So we're really going to need some very, very top of the line grades here for the 1972D in order to, sell for a decent price. Now, 1972 no mint mark. This is some awesome stuff to look for. This doubling is a lot more extreme than what we've seen here on the 1972 D mint mark. So we see that here on all the lettering, the phrase "In God We Trust." We also see that on the word Liberty as well. Look at that, that is just amazing. If you put your coin underneath your coin microscope, you guys will be able to see doubling like this. Now, something like this you could probably see honestly without a coin microscope because it's so extreme. Now, here's an example of that doubling on the date 1972 itself. Man, this is just a really famous coin. Every coin collector wants a 1972 double die. Now, here's some other images of doubling, different types of doubling taking place. You see here on this date that this is much different than the other 1972 date that we just looked at. So there is different double dies out there for the 1972. In this case, you see where the arrow's pointing, the back of the two there, that is doubled. So that's another example of a double die obverse on the 1972 Lincoln penny. And then of course here is the whole coin. If we look at this example here, just amazing, man. I would love to have one of these. I think if I don't find one, I'm gonna have to buy one eventually at some point because I would really love to have this in my coin collection. Now let's look at some different prices here. Now this is a 1972, no mint mark. It has that double die obverse, as we can see clearly here on the coin, very extreme doubling. This coin is graded at a mint state 67 red, so typically the higher the grade, in this case, the more valuable the coin will be. This penny here sold for over $14,000 because of the doubling, but also because of that high grade. Now if we look at some other examples, here's one that is in not so great condition, but it does have that double die obverse. You know, it's still gonna sell. These coins will still sell even in bad condition, just not for $14,000. This coin's also been cleaned, so do not clean your coins. I recommend that you do not clean them because it will definitely devalue them. Now this coin here, in comparison to the $14,000 penny, this penny only sold for around $200. So big difference there in coin prices. Now here's another 1972 double die. This penny is graded at an AU58. So not too bad, but it's not a mint state grade. And it's definitely not a mint state 67 red grade. This coin here sold for around $285. So we see how important that condition is on these coins. Now also for the S mint mark, now this is going to be the proof version of the Lincoln penny. So here's a 1972 S with a double die obverse. So we also have doubling on the front of the coin on this one. Now this is graded at a proof 66 red, so pretty good grade. This coin sold for around $230. Now if we compare that to a proof 66 red grade here by PCGS, this coin here sold for over $1,400. So, you know, there's a lot of different variables that, you know, will affect its value when the coin sells, what auction it sells at, things like that, because coin values, you know, fluctuate from time to time. So, you know, if a coin sold 10 years ago, it's probably going to sell for a different price nowadays. So always keep that in mind as well. Now here is a 1972 no mint mark. Now this coin does not have any types of mint errors or anything like that. It just has that high grade of a mint state 67 red. So this penny here, because of that high grade, sold for around $2,700. Over a $2,000 penny. Now back to the proof penny real quick, 1972 S proof. Now this coin here is graded at a proof 69 red deep cameo. So nearly a perfect graded coin. A perfect grade would be a proof 70. So proof 69, this doesn't have any types of errors. All the value is in the high grade. This coin sold for over $1,400. $1,000 penny right there. Now here is a 1972 S, but this is not the proof coin. This is the regular 1972 S, graded at a mint state 67 red. And because of that high grade, this coin sold for over $1,900. Nearly a $2,000 coin, but here are some other double die pennies that you should always be on the lookout for. Now here is a 1980 Lincoln penny. What you want to look for first is on the front of the coin. So it's a double die obverse, obverse meaning the front of the coin. So look for doubling on the lettering of the coin as well as on the date. Now here is a couple examples of a double die obverse. This coin is graded at a mint state 64 red, and it's got the double die obverse. This penny sold for over $280. Now if we go to this coin here is graded by PCGS at a lower grade than a mint state grade and about uncirculated 55 grade. It does have the double die obverse, but it is not got the red designation. This would be probably a brown penny. So this coin here sold for $40. Alright, moving on to a 1981 Lincoln penny. Now this one is very noticeable. It's been double struck, off center, all kinds of stuff going on here with this coin. It's a mint error. Let's call it that. It is an error coin, alright? This coin sold on eBay as is for over $80. So it was not graded, it was just sold as is. I would definitely get this coin graded though if I had it. Now moving on to a 1982 Lincoln penny. Now this coin has been broad struck, and we can see that there around the rim of the coin. See all that open space there? That is a result of that broad strike taking place. It is graded at a mint state 64, so pretty good condition coin as well. And this Lincoln penny sold for a little over $75. Alright guys, don't forget to subscribe in the middle. Check out the videos to the left of me. And until tomorrow, I will see you all in the comment section below. This is Couch Collectibles, and this is where I disappear.